The hallway lights were softer than usual that morning, as if the hospital itself knew something sacred was about to happen. Nurses lined the walls, hands folded in front of them, some holding tissues, others clasping each other's hands. Doctors stood silent, their white coats buttoned tight, their faces etched with the quiet gravity that comes with bearing witness to both life and loss. At the end of the hallway, the elevator doors opened slowly. Out rolled the bed, and in it, Chris Stanley, a husband, a father, a firefighter, a friend. For 27 years, Chris had lived a life of service. Whether he was kicking down doors to save lives, coaching his son's baseball team, or volunteering at the community center after hours, Chris gave without asking for anything in return. The kind of man who showed up early and stayed late, who brought donuts to the station and coffee to the night nurses, who never said no when someone needed help. And now, in this final walk through the hospital's halls, it was time for everyone to give something back. His wife, Amy, walked beside the bed, her hand wrapped tightly around his. Their 2 teenage children, eyes red-rimmed but proud, followed closely. Surrounded by family and friends, behind them came the firefighters in full uniform, walking in a silent procession that echoed with unspoken respect. As Chris's bed moved slowly down the corridor, the hospital staff began to speak his name aloud. One by one. Thank you, Chris. God bless you, Chris. You're a hero. It was not loud. It did not need to be. The reverence in their voices filled the space like a hymn. At the end of the hall, just before the surgical doors, a nurse stepped forward, her voice barely holding steady. Chris Stanley is an organ donor, she said. Because of his selfless choice, 5 people will get a second chance at life. There was a pause, a breath, a ripple of emotion, then came the applause. Not the kind that bursts with celebration, but the kind that rises with reverence. A thank you, a farewell, a salute, and as Chris Stanley passed beneath the arch of honor formed by his brothers and sisters in uniform, axes raised, heads bowed, there was no doubt in anyone's heart that his legacy would live on, not just in the lives he saved through his organs, but in the hearts of everyone who had ever known him. That day, Chris didn't just walk down a hallway. He walked into eternity a hero, a giver, a man who never stopped serving, even with his final breath.